The earth is being put into a countdown collapse right now. And so I'm like the fisherman when the tidal wave comes in, and I'm like, oh my God, my wife and children are about to die. And so I'm not really worried about me because I'm a man. I did this. I knew it was coming. I've been proven right. And I'm not happy I was proven right. I wish we could have gotten ahead of this and stopped it. Yeah, we have a lot of credibility now that people see that we were right, so maybe we can stop the next phase of it. But the globalists have gone from testing phase, beta test phase, into full operational now. And they say, read their writings, we are going to have a post-industrial world by 2030. We will have no personal cars by 2030. You will be eating bugs by 2030. And we will start the depopulation of 90% of the people by 2045. That is the official WF, official UN, official Club of Rome plan.
What do you mean the depopulation?
They want to bring the world population down to 500 million.
But I thought we were opposed to genocide. No or no? I guess we're not.
Well, we're told now, don't have children, it's bad for the earth. And we're told all this, and Elon Musk is right and is a hero for pointing out all the actuaries show, if you don't have 2.1 children, a man and a woman, people go, well, a man and a woman can have 2.1. It's in the aggregate, folks, out of billions. If a country doesn't have 2.1, 2.2 replacement rate, then you don't have people to take care of the old folks, society collapses.
It's true. In Italy, Japan, in most of Europe, people are like, let's say, succumbing to other ethnicities in general, which on average they have more kids. So I honestly think also in the States and in Italy, they're allowing all those immigrants to come in, all these men of military age to come in, because they want these people to proliferate to help most likely Europe with a declining workforce. But at the same time also basically cleansing another ethnicity.
And so Japan's 1.3, Italy's 1.3, they're done as cultures. America without immigrant influx is about 1.
Yeah, and I'm Italian. I want to add, in Italy there's a lot of old people, like Japan. People live on average quite long, so it becomes also more difficult, obviously, to replace the workforce when there is also a big unemployment, unfortunately, in Italy.
0.6, that's not viable. And I'm not just talking about white people only here, but white people are 7% of the world population, maybe 8. And so I would be sad if the last of the Eskimos were dying. I mean, I'm sad that the Japanese, within 100 years, there might be 20 million of them.
But just to my previous question about, and without getting too personal, but I mean, I feel a little bit enervated and down just hearing your dot connecting here. Like, what's the effect on you over 25 years? I mean, if you literally foresee 9/11 before it happens, and you did, and it can be proven, we just proved it, like, what's that like to live with that weird ability?
Well, I mean, I know a specific clip. I specifically say, call the White House, tell them we know they're going to let Al Qaeda attack us, Bin Laden, and then take our rights. And I said, call the White House. I put the number out, so I put my money where my mouth was, and that's the only time I ever said call the White House and tell them stop a particular event. I'm now saying we need to call the White House and say, you've let tens of thousands of military-aged men from the Middle East in. We know a lot of them are Hezbollah and Hamas. The FBI has confirmed that. And so when and if there's big terror attacks, which I believe will probably happen in America, we're not going to have Homeland Security get more funds and more power and grope us at the airports more. I want prison time for the agencies and groups that have allowed this. And I want Biden. I want Biden impeached now. Okay? That's why we got rid of McCarthy. It needs to happen. Leaving the border open when there is a clear and present danger of this going on, and when we're very close to war with Iran, we go to war with Iran, they're going to activate Hezbollah, okay? And then they make Hamas look like choir boys. And so you want to hear a prediction here? It's a probability, not a pure prediction. But I mean, if we go to war with Iran, guaranteed sleeper cells activate. It'll make what happened in Israel look tame in comparison. I'm not lessening what happened there. So I'm simply, and then again, where's the logic? The government that allows that to happen should go to prison.
I agree.
But instead, like 9/11, they're going to get more power when it happens. Mark my words.
Wow. I mean, honest to God, Alex Jones has had this share of saying crazy stuff. But I'm telling you, when Alex Jones starts to sound like he's the only person with common sense in the room, then it really feels like that we're going too far. Honest to God, I have to say, what is said at the end here of sleeper cell, that's a huge plausible plot move from let's say from countries which they have that type of intention in mind, right? To set the basically to set the pieces of the chessboard. So I hope most of this stuff doesn't come true, but it does feel that it's quite plausible and some of this might happen. So the whole like fight for spirituality and religious and all that kind of identity stuff is still happening, and it's kind of crazy that actually is still happening. But if the governments, they don't see this and they don't take precaution, it's not going to be a beautiful future, honestly. I think it's going to be quite a dangerous future where we're going to be cleansed. We're going to be cleansed just because.